Portability of pension for the Pacific people came to effect on the 1st of October, 1999. How did this come about? It was one of the first things I raised when I went to Parliament about the Pacific people when retiring and their need to go home to look after their families that they abandoned to come to New Zealand to earn a living. When I took this up with the Treasury, they said this was going to cost $20 million per year. I said, this is a lot of rubbish. It's going to cost nothing. So they went away. Then they came back and they said, this is going to cost $10 million per year. And I said, you're still talking rubbish. It's going to cost nothing. In the end, they finally came back and they said, this is going to cost $5 million per year. At that point of time, Sir William Birch, who was the Minister of Finance at the time, said, you guys have got this all wrong and he's absolutely right in what he's talking about. Go away and sort it out. And that's what they did. And that was the difference between sitting in government with a minister who could see exactly what needed to be done. And he took action immediately. So on the 1st of October 1999, we had portability of pension for the Pacific people. So what does that mean? That means if you lived and worked in New Zealand for 20 years, you are entitled when you retire to go back home and live home permanently and get your full pension paid to you in New Zealand dollars. That was the outcome. And people don't talk about it today. It's been forgotten by a lot of people or unknown. And believe you me, I don't think the New Zealand government officers is telling you that you have this entitlement. And we're doing this today because I want to remind our people that portability of pension is there, it is alive, and you can use it. In simple terms, as I said, you've worked here for 20 years. When you retire, you can ask for your pension to be transferred anywhere in the Pacific and get your full pension paid to you. But there was a ruling that we passed at the time. I accepted at that time because all I was interested in was getting the portability for our people in place. But it goes like this. If you've worked here for 20 years and you decide at, say, 40 or 50 to go back to Samoa, for example, you can. But you are required to come back and spend 5 years between age 50 and 65 and then retire here. And that's the issue I'm not happy with. Why force people to come back for 5 years intermittently over that period? They have access to everything. They're New Zealand passport holders. They can go to the hospitals. They can get housing. They can get all the different privileges that New Zealand get it. Now, that is not an advantage for the New Zealand government. But so I'm suggesting that should be cleaned, and we just say, as long as you're in New Zealand and you retire in New Zealand, then you can apply for portability and go back home. Everybody wins. And that's the change that I want to see come through. This is the change we're going to go and ask for at some point of time. Again, another petition to say, look at the stupidity of this, and this is the solution. That's where we're coming from. So I just want to remind all our people that right now there is an act of Parliament that gives you portability of pension, and that you, having spent your life working and contributing to New Zealand and paying taxes, you can retire, go home, and get your full pension paid to you in Samoa, in the Kiribati, in Fiji, wherever in the Pacific you came from.